knowing everything that you know now, with experience all these many years, and obviously we'll have to talk about the great things that happened, but I'm sure also along the way you've also had some good baptism of fire. You made your own share of errors. Looking back at all that, if you had to advise a young Japheth who's just been appointed as a CEO of CMA, or is just taking on their first, say, board chairman role or their first board role, with all this in hindsight, what would you tell them to what they should do and not do?
My view is that what I would say to somebody aspiring to be a CEO or a CFO or whatever is to always remember, okay, we are in a technological age. Yeah, we need all the gadgets, we need all the learning and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, everything is about people. Whether people are customers, whether people are, because even shareholders, you know, there may be companies that there are people behind them.
Yes.
The people who are reporting to you, the people who are not even connected to the company, but they're outside there, the people in the media, they're all people there. So you have also got to be very, very people-centric. And one of the case studies, or one of the areas where we learned the importance of people in an organization was during COVID. Because we realized that, you know what, it is all about people. Where people were not able to come to work, systems were not working, and so on and so forth. So whatever you do, whatever sophistication you have in your systems, controls, and so on, it's going to be about people. And the people also you must make sure that people identify with the organization and with its purpose. And that's the work for you to do. That you sit down and do strategies at the you go to hotels and do strategies and so on. It boils down to people. Do people understand what we are doing? You've had this so many times. The janitor in the USA who was asked what he was doing and says, I'm helping send an American to the moon.
Yeah.
I used to tell my driver who drives me, one time I was a very big man, chief executive with a driver and so on and so forth. I didn't have a lead car or anything like that. I used to tell him, look, my friend, when you are taking me to the airport to go for a meeting in Arusha of East African integration, you're contributing to the integration of East African capital markets. You're not just driving. The other story was a bricklayer who was building St. Paul's Cathedral, and he was so proud saying, I am building a cathedral, right? Yeah, I'm not putting up a building. But at the end of the day, it is people, it is relationships. Some of the big problems we've had in leadership and so on is relationship, not managing to develop the right relationship with the right people. So what is my message? Invest in technology, but invest in people. And at the end of the day, once you have the people have the trust, they will be able to open up. In other words, somebody will be able to say, I can tell the chief executive this matter, and the chief executive will not just kick me out or sack me. So for me, that is my message.
Right.